This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for August 8, 2023, 15-year-old girl dies, mother, cousin hospitalized after Trelawney assault. A man has been taken into custody stemming from the attack and the subsequent death of 15-year-old Jamila Cole of Cotton Tree, Alberton, Trelawney. Cole, her mother Shanice Anderson, and the 17-year-old cousin Kayla Dawson were beaten with wooden objects by two masked men who accessed their home about 2 a.m. on Sunday through a glass window. The boyfriend of Anderson's mother-in-law, who lives in the same yard with her family, was taken into custody pending investigations, the police have confirmed. Cole's father, Shirley Cole, said when he saw how his daughter was beaten and left to die in a gully, "I could not manage it." The elder Cole added, "Wickedest one, when me look for my daughter, me can't believe. All her color change. She can't talk, nothing now come out her mouth. Me say, Jaja." He said for years he set the best example for the two girls. "Me bathe them, me plait them hair, me wash them clothes, me carry them go school, me look after them food," he recalled while saying he was not convinced a stranger attacked Anderson and the girls. Jamila, who was a student of Troy High School, was tied up and left to die in a yam field near her home. She was taken to the Spaldings Hospital in Manchester and later transferred to Kingston, where she died Monday morning after failing to regain consciousness. All three victims received head injuries. Anderson and Dawson are still being treated in Spaldings. Reports are that the two girls were sleeping on a bed in a back room while Jamila's mother was in the living area. It is believed the men attacked Anderson first, delivering blows to her head and causing her to lose consciousness before they turned on the girls, who fought for their lives. Dawson escaped during the attack, but the men tied up the 15-year-old and are believed to have assaulted her further. Anderson's younger child, a 9-year-old, woke up, saw her mother in blood, and reportedly called her grandmother, who lives next door. When she was unable to reach her grandmother, she called her father, who lives overseas. It was her father who alerted the rest of the family that something seemed awry. According to the grandmother, Venice Anderson, once she heard there was blood in the house and the girls were missing, she made the decision to call the police. "I called the police and now I am being accused of being involved in the attack. I am innocent. I know nothing about it. Me and Shanice live like mother and daughter. But because my little granddaughter was not hit by the attackers, they say I was involved," she told the news. She also feels her boyfriend, who is in custody, was wrongly accused. "He was in bed with me. He was the one who handed me the telephone when my son called. So how could he have been the attacker?" she questioned. It was Venice Anderson who took her daughter-in-law to the hospital. Triple murder leaves Greendale Drive residents shocked and shaken. Residents of Greendale Drive in St. Andrew are fearful that a triple murder on Sunday night could bring about dark days for their community, which has been enjoying a comfortable level of peace since 2019. The residents said that the three men who were murdered were not from the community, emphasizing that they did not know them. However, they alleged that when individuals said to be connected to the deceased came to the scene, things were said which convinced the residents that reprisals could take place. The Constant Spring Police reported that around 11:10 p.m., residents heard explosions and summoned them. On their arrival, the men were seen on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds. They were transported to hospital, where they were pronounced dead. Cops have appealed to anyone with information that can assist them in their investigations to contact the Constant Spring Police Station at 876-924-1435, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. The police also called for help to identify the dead men. According to the Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, one of the bodies is of dark complexion, slim build, about 5 feet 6 inches long, and was clad in a black t-shirt, black shorts, and a pair of black sneakers. The second body is also of dark complexion, slim build, about 5 feet 6 inches long, and the deceased was clad in a green t-shirt, blue jeans shorts, a pair of black slippers, and sported a cornrow hairstyle. The third body is of brown complexion, slim build, about 5 feet 8 inches long, and was clad in a long-sleeved white shirt, gray shorts, and a pair of blue and gray socks. The Greendale residents said they are extremely fearful, especially because a lot of children live and play in the area and could get caught in an attack. The residents also expressed a worry that the stance of the police going forward could be that no parties and events will be allowed in the space. We might not be able to keep any stage show until the next 5 years, one male resident told the news on Monday, expressing concern. Another male resident explained that the people in the community are timid because they do not know what will happen next. This did not happen in an open lot. This happened at somebody's gate. When something like that happens, what you think is going to follow? Reprisal is going to take place. Any game can play. The mood in the area is going to change for a long time, he said. One woman who was in her yard at the time of the shooting said that she heard the guns barking loudly and rapidly and said it sounded like fireworks. I heard all the explosions. It was a lot of shots. It sounded like when you light a bunch of firecrackers. We are now on the map as a bad place, she lamented, alleging that it was the first time a triple murder was taking place in the space. More time people kill people and leave them nearby, and then fire shots to make it seem like it happened in the area. But we have never had a triple murder, the woman claimed. Based on the feedback from one female resident, the situation they are in is very uncomfortable as no one can pinpoint where the killings possibly stemmed from. Everybody upset because we don't know what is happening. We don't know where it is coming from. People heard the shots and had to take cover. We didn't know if it was police or what. I don't like this. We have been trying to bring back the place. It's been a long time since anything happened here. The last person to be shot and killed was that man with his picture on the wall. He died in 2019, she said. Further, the female resident said she and other residents fear venturing on the road as individuals turned up at the crime scene, declaring, "It not done and it now go so. What are we going to do? We are afraid. When people are looking to retaliate, they are not going to look for the perpetrators who did the damage. They are going to shoot anybody they catch, and we have no clue about anything. When we heard the first 2 explosions, I thought it was some kind of celebration. But when I heard the continuation, I slid right off my bed. Right now I am hungry, and at the same time I feel like I am not hungry," the woman said, expressing that she felt confused. A mother who spoke with the news said her young son was so petrified by Sunday night's murders that he did not fall asleep until daybreak. At 5 o'clock this morning, my son locked his eyes. He waited until he saw daylight out because he was so scared. The children can't get to enjoy their childhood, she lamented Monday. Another drowning on Sunday, residents warned visitors to swim in river instead of sea. Residents of Alligator Pond following the weekend drowning of a 17-year-old boy have again warned visitors to stop ignoring the no swimming sign at a section of the beach they claim is dangerous. The area known as a river has been the scene of numerous drownings over the years, including 2 in the past week. Wayne Watson, a resident and a fisherman of 17 years in Alligator Pond, said a river empties into the sea and that locals have been warning visitors to use the river for recreation like swimming, but not to venture into the sea. On several occasions, however, their warning have been ignored. "We tell the people to be careful how they go into the sea because it can be very rough," he said on Monday. "The water can be deep more time, and when you talk to the people, they still are not listening. Don't follow others like we. We can't swim. We born and grow in Alligator Pond. From what day the weather is kinda rough, and we talk to the people who come here to stay in the river, but them still not here. Last Monday we had to save about 5 people. 1 died on the way to hospital," he added. On Sunday, Asafa Lowe, 17, a resident and a mechanic of Endeavour District near Malgully in northwest Manchester, is suspected to have drowned at the dangerous spot. A police report said about 2:30 p.m., Lowe and his friends went swimming at a beach in Alligator Pond when he reportedly got into difficulties and was seen sinking underwater. Efforts to recover his body were unsuccessful up to late Monday. This incident follows last week's Monday suspected drowning of Canadian Trevon Sutherland, 23, at the same area. A police report said about 5:30 p.m., Sutherland, a warehouse worker from Etobicoke in Ontario, and the family members visited the beach. While swimming, Sutherland encountered difficulties. Police said he was rescued by a passerby who attempted to resuscitate him. He was taken to the Mandeville Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The news was told that Lowe, who had relocated from his family home in Endeavour near Mile Gully, Manchester, was working as an apprentice at a body shop in the corporate area. "All know them no even find his body in the area," Watson said in reference to Lowe's suspected drowning. The local fisherman is hoping that the teen's body will be recovered. "A lot of people go and search for him. His body is not going to be found until maybe 3 days' time because it takes a time before his body floats. But I might not find the body either, depending on how the current is going," said Watson. A number of people gathered at the beach on Monday, observed as Independence Day, due to August 6 falling on a Sunday. Some of the beachgoers were aware of the drownings and said they were taking precautions by not going into the sea. "People kind of scared to see the number of lives taken by this water," said Watson. He said the turnout at the beach in Alligator Pond continues to grow annually. "Every year it gets bigger on this beach. We put signs on the beach. Some people see the signs and draw back from swimming," he said. Merlene Henry, a beachgoer from Mandeville, said she enjoyed it there so much that she has visited the area twice in the past week. She said she witnessed the 2 people being saved last Tuesday. "While we were here on Emancipation Day, I saw a lot of crowd running towards the sea, and when I really tried to understand what was happening, it was 2 people the wave was carrying away into the sea. With quick help, people saved their lives," she said. She urged the people not to go into the sea, but to instead enjoy the river. "Because the river is a much safer place for us as a people, especially when we have children. We have to make sure that they are safe," said Henry. A resident and a vendor in Alligator Pond who identified himself as Leville suggested that more safety systems be posted at the beach, particularly on holidays. "If you put up more lifeguards on the beach, it would work out better," he added. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.